about the count function for min and for maximum, and I'll be talking about for sum and for average functions that is supported by MariaDB. Now, what does count do? The count actually counts the number of data that is in the actual value that we have gave it. So for example, if I do select count, I have to add this in, we can just do a star, select all of the data from, I'm going to do products, and then I can now say where, so we can say for example where the fend ID is equal to that value, so we can find out how much products that guy is selling. See, as you guys can see, it will work out with this function how many products that guy is selling, and that seems to be right because you got 1, 2, 3, 4. He is selling 4 products. Well, guys can also do it with another value. So for example, we can set it to be price. So for example, if I put it as pod price, then if I set it to be 3.49, as the guys will see that this will display all of the data that has that value with the product price. As you guys can see, we have 1, 2, 3. So this is basically the count function. Well, guys don't need to put anything there. You guys can just get rid of that, and then that should just work out all of the actual data that is within the table. So for example, we can count it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this works out all of the data. But if you just want to find out how much of something that is in the table, all guys here do is add in where. For example, we can put down fend ID is equal to, and let me see that one. Now you guys will be able to paste it in, just like so. Let me just paste it in. As you guys can see, it should show up as 3. And we do 1, 2, 3. We do indeed have 3 of them. Well, guys can also use the min and maximum, which should find out the minimum number and the maximum number within the row of data. So for example, if I do select min, which should work out the minimum, and if I want to set this one to be the prod price, right, prod price, we want to find out what the minimum is for the prod price. And now if you guys do from products, then that should show up what the lowest price is, which is 3.949. If you guys do the opposite and add in max, it will display what the most expensive item is. So for example, you can put down max, and that should show up the most expensive price, which is £11.99. So yeah, this is the cheapest that you guys can get, and this is the more expensive. So this is what this select max does, and this is what minimum does. It works out what the minimum number is, what the lowest number is, and max works out what the biggest number is within the value. Now I'll be talking about for sum, which for sum will calculate the total from the rows. So for example, as you guys can see all of this overall price down over here, it will just work out what all of this is. So if I do select sum, if I do total price, I don't know if I wrote that right. So if we do total price, overall price, I mean, overall price, is that right? Yes, overall price. And then now we have to say which table, so it's from products. Now press on the enter key, and now it should add up all of the actual money together. So that's how much we should earn once we sold all of our products. It does so by adding all this numbers in that row up, and this is how it comes up with that big number. Well, guys can also find out what the average is. So for example, if I do select average, which is just AVG. Now you guys can give it a value, so I'm going to give this one as the product price. And now if I say where it's from products, now if I press on the enter key, now this gives you what the average is, which is 6.823333. So this is the average number. So these four are the most popular and the most useful functions